Hello, and welcome back to Elsewhither, Tales of the Unchained. Very, very sadly, last week we unchained Corrie from the shackles of his existence. And 'tis there that we would like to begin. I have to say, when we invited Mark in, it was, I won't say a risk in terms of Mark personally, but, we had maneuvered between 4 and 5 over the course of quite a while, and we were a little nervous that we were going to disrupt what was a fairly great vibe between the 4 players. And I have to say, Mark, it is pure accolades to you that you've come in and been a seamless addition as player and as character. And of course, the role that Corrie had to fulfill was that of healer, supporter, hooker, alchemist, resident DJ with the music box, campfire extraordinaire, portable stove, and slightly thieving mittens, albeit never from his companions, except that one time. For me personally, I really enjoyed everything that Corrie brought, and it was a great shame that we lost him as the first death in Elsewhither. But I'll start with you, Mark. What did you enjoy about playing Corrie Stumblebump?
I really liked how he kind of became a vehicle for all of us to have these moments of talking and opening up, because he kind of had that almost, I don't know, guidance counselor, not really a therapist, but that just kind of vibe of someone that you could talk to, you could ask a question of them and you weren't gonna be mocked unless you were a Harengon, but you could have those moments where you had a connection with somebody, and it was really cool to get to see everybody's character and learn about them through the ease of conversation with Corrie.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. And what about mechanically? What did you enjoy about him as a cleric of the community to me?
It was very much the he got everybody to do their things better. So the vibe of making people perform to their best and make sure that they had the support system around them to kind of shine on their own. He wasn't really the star of many fights in my mind, but there were always a moment where it's a bless hit that made a saving throw happen, or an attack hit because of it, sort of thing. And so just having that little bit of a bump and little bit of a cushion felt really good to provide. Yeah. Yep.
Definitely. Joe, what did you enjoy about Corrie Stumblebump?
Well, certainly as Mark said, the sort of opening people up things, right? Giving those chances, some stuff that even as we've been going, and maybe somewhat because of, as you said, a little bit of sort of unsettledness in the party originally, some things maybe hadn't come to fruition yet, and so it was nice to have that happen with a new person instead of having a new person add and mess things up, right?
Yeah.
It was hey, wow, this just slid right in there and helped out what was already going. And the other general thing is just stuff that I like that is clearly Mark and will probably continue, right? Magic descriptions and all those kinds of things, right? Are not going to be character specific. Presumably, he'll just be a creative guy all along. But it would be weird if it's that's all Corrie. Now I'm just pouring on.
It's going to describe anything.
But specific situation event wise, I think for me was, and maybe it'd be for others, so sorry if I'm stealing it, but was the when Eileen poisoned the farmer. Right, so he's the only one who notices. He goes through this whole thing of I'm relatively new to the situation, and here I am being all moral and sending things off in a very ceremonial way, and we need to care about this kind of stuff, and no, we shouldn't take barbaric vengeance on this farmer even though I think he's awful. And then he's the only one who notices that she poisons the farmer, and then throughout the whole rest of that same episode has to go from no, never take barbaric revenge to trying to lie for her and everything else. It was just a fun little evolution through one single episode.
Yeah, that was a really, really strong moment, that whole episode. And just in that moment, I might add, we also had that ritual, which was, wonderful, with the symbols in and around the sky, that I really enjoyed too. Josh, enjoy about playing with Mr. Stumblebump?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll miss all the kooky little things, like the little versions of him on all of our shoulders, like dressed up, like helping us. I think I'm gonna miss the mystery with the music box. Like, we never saw it come to fruition, and it was getting so juicy and so interesting, and he was just taken by a fae not too long ago to talk about it, and yeah, I'm so curious as to what would have happened if he collected those memories, and if there was a downside to it, and if so, how he would have dealt with that. Like, would he keep going, for the curiosity or not? And yeah, I think that was really fun, but it's also really sad that we're not gonna see it come to an end or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Jack? Corey?
Yeah, I think my favorite instance, sort of moment thing, specifically, is when I said we could go west and you could hear what I hear when you open the music box. And the look of the ecstatic look on Mark's face as Corrie, you know what I mean? Was just so genuine. It was both a realization as a player and a character in the one moment of oh shit, that's really cool. You know what I mean? And so, and then more in general, Toothy at the time with tried, is a very soft character, and so to be able to share those moments with Corrie was very nice, because we once tried to connect with Boxxo, and Boxxo did his best, but Corrie it was good to have someone who could definitely share in those sort of innocent sort of we're totally out of our depth in this type of stuff that we're doing. And I think also I don't know whether this is appropriate, but his death is sort of really interesting as to what that will come, what will come of that, in terms of how we progress moving forward with the dynamics of the party, in terms of how everyone is going to deal with that death, and just in particular because it's Corrie who died. I feel there's something even more special about the fact that it was Corrie who died and not anyone else in particular, because Corrie was because he's a Kender and he's small, and he feels innocent, he feels childlike. It's you know what I mean? It just it feels incredibly heavy.
It's going to be very interesting to see how it
special way.
Rico, what did you enjoy about Stumblebump?
I enjoyed a lot about Corey Stumblebump, actually. I thought that as a character, he was just incredibly honest and forthcoming. It didn't take all that long for us to sort of just know who Corey was and what his aspirations or intentions were. I remember he couldn't have been more than 3 or 4 sessions in when we went into Metella, and we were getting the soapstone sculptures.
Yeah.
And when it came time for Corey to pick his, he ended up going with the otter, and he explained how he used to, when he traveled the coast, he used to look out to the rafts of otters, and sort of notice how they were all always together, and how it made him sort of sad that he didn't have something like that, and like to now know that we were his raft, and now that he's dead, I understand what Jack is getting at, where it's like to me, Corrie was seemingly the least deserving person to die. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He was the best of all of us, for sure.
Who was the most deserving?
I also wanted to touch on, and this goes for both Corrie and Mark as a player, just like the amazing amount of preparedness that they always came in with. Like Mark always thinks like Corrie. You know, like a lot of the times he sort of come in alpha fly of our seat and fucking throw bullshit out there. But like it just seemed like Mark was his actions were always with his backstory in mind and his like motivations in mind, and it was just like really awesome. And like getting to meet Mark and play with Mark is another great part about Corrie.
Yeah, don't worry, we're not ditching him just because Mark died.
Oh, I know.
Just because Corrie died, but still.
I'm not trying to eulogize Mark here, for God's sake, but like.
And finally, Mark, do you have a highlight, a particular moment that you have really enjoyed?
Yeah, and I'm glad that nobody took mine. But it was definitely when we were in the coastal town. I'm blanking on the name, but it was Oliver's missing quest.
Yeah.
It was the little cat.
Shuma.
Oh.
Shuma, yeah. And it was just such a like ridiculous like side quest of just like, we're gonna go find a cat for a little orphan boy, and like we're level 5 or something at this point. Like this is completely beneath us, but like it gave me a moment for Corrie to like really feel in his element of like, you know, he had come from the streets, like he had been one of these kids at one point, and so like just wanting to like, you know, help them in all the ways. And Boxxo and Josh did a like great job of just like, you know, like, why don't you just get a job? Like, why don't you have a, like, you know, things, and just not understanding what these kids were going through. And it gave Corrie this opportunity to just be like, no, that's not the way that the world works. Like that's not the reality for them. And it just felt so fun to kind of like have that moment where like, you know, he is innocent, like to many things. And like, especially like the big danger of the world, but like, he's not innocent in that environment, and he's like very knowledgeable and comfortable like moving around in it. And to just kind of like, when I would notice things as a player, have it be perfectly normal for Corrie as the character to like know this thing and not have to ask a question about it. Just like role play of like, he knows exactly what's going on with the little like child who has a bed in the inn, but sometimes she has to share it. And Boxxo has no clue what's going on, but Corey's just like, oh no, you don't offer that.
I agree. I think it was a really, it was a real chance for us to see the harsher side of Corrie. And I do think that now that you guys have taken all the highlights that you have, I have to, you know, just scrounge the scraps. And I'm absolutely kidding. There were so many wonderful moments, and I have plenty to talk about. But I do think there was a wonderful juxtaposition of Corrie came from a harsh world, a difficult time. You know, not just primarily with his youth growing up, but also later on, sort of in the people he met, in the people he came across. It didn't necessarily have an easy time there either, and what came of it was a gentle and giving and hopeful character. And I think that was so beautiful. Like, the one thing that Corrie always had was a bit of hope, a bit of optimism, a bit of belief that we could get through this if we just work together as a little community, as a little group. You know, as Josh said, with those little versions of you on your shoulders, with
sorry, James, but I wanted to also mention just the community watch little dudes were such an amazing touch. Like,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, as both of you touched on, it was beautiful. But I think that for me, it was the much smaller moments with Corrie that really that brought it together for me. It wasn't quite silly or mischievous, but there was that slight twinkle in your eye moment. For example, I think when you and Boxxo shared a hug and your hand went through his bag, just to make sure that, you know, just to be aware, okay, that's the sort of thing that you've got going on in there, and I know what might be available. The moment where you put the shitty soapstone carving on the shelf alongside all the really good work in the shop. The shared sort of nod, wink, wink with Eileen that Joe alluded to. But a lot of the tiny moments with Corrie were the ones that, for me, really brought things together. I think, Mark, you did an incredible job of depicting his height. I know that it's quite easy to go, oh, well, he's a halfling, he's short. And, he stretches up to yada yada like that. But it wasn't that. It was that he felt small but brave throughout the whole time. And whether that was encompassed with you charging on into a Mind Flayer Arcanist and getting your ass absolutely handed to you, or whether it was that sort of moment of him sort of hunkered down behind the shield, dawn firing Toothy, and just about. There were so many moments with Corrie in combat where things were just above where they needed to be because of him. Whether it was lots of people succeeding on their saving throws because of Bless, whether it was hit points just cresting back, I'm always trying to beat you guys up. So all this temp HP, meaning that Toothy could take hit after hit, or even Corrie could take hit after hit in certain moments. I really think that you managed to create a character that bonded the enabling of roleplay as a community member with the enabling of his friends in combat. And I really think that it's quite a rare moment. We all strive for it, of course, but it's quite a rare moment where when you look at the character in combat, you know who they are out of it. And I think that was a really well-constructed sort of link, if you will. In terms of highlights, I just want to mention one particular moment. You managed to settle down an angry ghost to death, but I preferred your other passing on to the other side of the stupid pirate, who I believe you chucked into a sack of water so that he could go back to the ocean in your bag. I really enjoyed the juxtaposition of it being somebody who wasn't particularly good, and Corrie was very aware wasn't particularly good, but also observing the correct rights. And I thought that was just a really interesting moment. I mean, I know that when I've spoken to Josh, he's always talked about wanting to perform the marriage, the funeral. I feel like Corrie wasn't around for a huge amount of time, but managed to perform various rituals for various different reasons. And one of the most interesting and one of the most poignant was enabling that final rest just before you guys went on to your Corrie's death. Those pinpricks of light in that single room of the Dwergod chamber, then being encompassed in the Learman's tiny hut that Pietro cast to enable you guys to have respite just one more time. And of course, because everybody did not deign to mention it, the pie that tasted how you needed it to taste in the moment.
Little pie.
Whether sweet or savory, we are going to miss 26 hit points in one bite.
It's gonna be rough.
I still have my pie. I have a plan.
You have a plan?
I still have a pie.
Oh, you have a pie. Sorry, I thought you said I have a plan.
I do still have a
I was like,
pie. I'm gonna keep it forever.
Oh, you have a pie and a plan? Yeah. Okay.
The pies don't have expiration dates, right? Because they're magic.
So I think we.
I'm gonna keep it forever.
They do technically only last 24 hours, but
Aww.
in memoriam.
Well, can I ask now? We have 5 Willywigs time stoppers. Could I put
They come
the
on
pie?
bottles.
But can I? It said any opening.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure it says something about any opening less than 6 inches in diameter or something.
Oh, okay. I thought the
Something along
Willywigs
those
time
lines?
stoppers were only for bottles.
They could be. I was
I
hoping
was
that
gonna
I
say
could
6
throw
millimeters or something.
throw one in like a pouch and then like put the time stopper on top.
The time stopped pie.
You can seal or unseal a bottle, flask, jar, water skin, or similar container.
Those things. Yeah, you can get a pie in a jar. Why not?
Yeah, find one.
But yes, I will not confiscate the final pie. Is for sure. And so we come to the mines. Chamber of a Mind Flayer. And I will ask you, where did we start last week?
Oh God.
Start or stop, you said. Sorry.
Start. Where did we start last week?
In the previous room with the Hellhound.
In a battle with 3 Mind Flayers, I believe. And you guys managed pretty well with those 3. And then you proceeded on to the Chamber Beyond, where you encountered an Elder Brain, a Mind Flayer Arcanist, 2 regular Mind Flayer guards. Go ahead, Rico, you're doing the pointing thing.
My mind may be mixing things up. Were we in the room with all of the prisoners prior to the Hellhound room or after the Hellhound room?
Prior to the Hellhound room.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
you entered into that final chamber, if you will. And what did you do in there? I mean, apart from a fight?
Stayed just enough away from that brain.
And eventually blended it from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Corrie obviously found himself a little too close to a Mind Flayer who could teleport to...
Mind Flayer Arcanist, in fact, yeah.
Yes, thrust his tentacles into Corrie's brain and tore it out. You did also find in here a Tome of Understanding, a little behind the Elder Brain, amongst a few other things, a sword and a display case and such. We will pick up a moment after the fight. As you stand somewhat victorious, Toothy is knelt before Corrie, so remember, just sort of there's a gap. What do we do? What do we feel? What do we say?
I am just wailing uncontrollably.
Rico, you're so
I think Pietro is trying to keep it together, but he's not really saying anything. He's sort of just all of his focus is on not bursting into tears and wailing like his companion.
Guys, I think we're all really dumb. We have a cauldron of rebirth.
You do, and it does not restore missing body parts.
Yeah.
Where does it say that? All you have to do is put a corpse in there. It didn't say you had to have all of its parts.
No, it will not work. That was
Ugh. God damn it.
Try, Joshy.
It restores the creature as if by raised dead, which does not restore missing body parts.
Does he need a head?
Can we still get bless if he doesn't have a head?
No, seriously. If you turn, you would know there is no returning Corrie, because the essence of what is Corrie has. And Vel'zekiss, Pietro, Fenric, as you come close.
Vel'zekiss
Doesn't come close. Okay.
wanders off on his own, ever closer to where the brain was.
But for the rest of you, just beneath the sound of Toothy's wails, you hear music. You hear the sound of bard, not a particularly good one, if I'm honest, from a fairly cheap tavern back in a town
Ezra.
by the coast, really, I think, a city by the coast. That's all you can tell. You hear snatches of voice, of friends, of children laughing, of the sounds of the ocean. You hear Corrie's music.
I think very delicately, Pietro will, using telekinesis, sort of just prod around Corrie and look for the music box and sort of like levitate it out of his remains.
I think as you go to do that, and I see something moving around in Corrie, I think I immediately go and pick up my hammer and look around for another enemy to face, because I'm in complete shock. So I think somebody's trying to mess with Corrie. But I think that of course I realize it's you, and I think I've just got this like haunted look on my face.
Well, what I wanted to do was sort of like bring it to my hand and turn to Toothy and just hold it out in front of him to take.
And as you do so, it will, and even Vel'zekiss at this distance will hear that music. It is playing out loud, not in your minds, as the music box always has. You will see this kind of slow turning. Take it in your hands, Pietro. We will see it sort of move. You look down to Corrie very briefly, and you see a necklace. A little vial on it, just fade out of existence. You know that to be the necklace that he was to collect thoughts with. Just gone. Like Corrie. His body weighs nothing to you at all as you let it down. And
We should prepare the body for transfer. I won't leave him here.
Vel'zekiss, are you seeking anything specific as you head to?
No, just not like he's just sort of separating. In fact, I mean, like, not that we're focused on the map, but I'd probably be off to a side where I can kind of like, without being dramatic about it, being looking back and forth between, what's going on around Corrie's body and over to the thing. And it's not even that I'm keeping watch or looking for anything at the elder brain. It's more just distance and probably a look of, I don't know, confusion or wondering, perplexity of some sort. But he's not there's like a combo, right, of like not actually wanting to have much to do with this, but also knowing he doesn't have the manner to have anything to do with this.
So it's probably yourself that discovers the sword in the display box and the tome with understanding and can retrieve those as you go. And we won't focus too closely on how the body is dealt with, just that it is brought away from here.
Gonna sort of wrap it in a blanket and
yeah, exactly. Something simple like that.
Throw it into a tent, dump some water on it.
Well, I was hoping actually if we were going to spend a little bit of time in here to ritual cast Tensor's floating disc, or just floating disc, I guess. Pietro's floating disc.
Absolutely. You can cast the floating disc. There's anything you need upon there, whether it's Corrie or whether it's,
It's just Corrie. It's just Corrie and
perhaps his things and, secure him in the back, that sort of stuff.
Corrie and his things, yes, exactly.
Yeah. It's probably 15, 20 minutes. Or you do hear a voice down the corridor a little bit. So, excuse.
I will turn my head incredibly fast to see.
To see a white dragonborn looking to you, and I seem to have my mind returned. Many do. It is you that let's thank.
Pietro just staring deadpan. I don't know if
As she sees past you at the tense's floating disc, I'm ever so sorry.
I'll step forward to talk to her. I'll turn her away from what's happening, and I'll walk ahead of everyone to kind of give everyone space, and so that there's no more interruptions. I'll just say to her, we have ended the Elder Brain's control over this mine. Everyone's safe to leave now.
We are without. You see her struggle for a moment. It's like she sort of licks her lips, and it's like she hasn't spoken in a very long time.
And by the way, my ears are like flopped down.
We are without blade or shield. All of us came with many things. You are hurt. All of you. There is a chamber. Would you... Perhaps just yourself? She means just Fenric. Would you perhaps come with us? So as we might retrieve our things?
Yes, I will come with you.
And as she leads you through that chamber where the 3 mind flayers were, you will see dozens of them. There is a quiet hush. They all speak very quietly, as if not to disturb peace. But you can see shock, surprise, fear on many of their faces. But as they see you and Cassie sort of looks to them and we are free. I don't know your name.
My name's Fenric.
Fenric and his companions. They have taken losses. It is them we are. And then he gestures towards a gnome. It was a sort of a rock gnome who's almost crippled with age, but seems to have quite a command of magic. You notice him sort of cleaning off people with prestidigitate. You notice him sort of he's already armored himself up with mage armor. He's he seems competent, and I know where all the equipments are that they confiscated from us all. Take us there.
Okay.
And as he leads you there, you notice one particular person hanging back a little bit. I will ask you, Mark,
I wonder who it could be.
Yes, I will ask you, Mark, to please describe your character.
So for me, Nika is kind of, as you said, like hanging back a little bit, not kind of mingling around with everybody. I almost imagine she's doing the thing where like you kind of put your hands over your face just a little bit, just so that people don't notice you or don't notice something about you so much. Just ever so slightly like hiding her tusks because she doesn't want to make people uncomfortable. She doesn't want to scare anyone thinking that there is an angry orc in the room with them. But around her would be the wildfire spirit, playful little fox who is kind of moving about And that is the thing that is checking in on everybody. So it's almost like she's doing triage through her spirit of like looking to see who needs help, like looking to see if anyone's injured. But she's staying in back and just kind of like trying to keep a low profile and using this kind of cute animal-like thing to provide what she can without intruding upon anyone as they recover.
Yeah, and as you stay behind a little while, Cassie, sorry, I did mean to ping this and just realised I've left it on the show to everyone page. Not actually put it on the full
What a
screen.
cutie.
Yeah, you, Cassie will turn and look over to you. And do not hide your face. Walk. You may not remember it, but many times when the hold was weak upon our minds, it was you that gave us comfort in the darkness. You that brought us light. Not shy now. And another...
It is...
Oh, sorry, go on.
Go for it. It is easier sometimes to stay behind and hope from the shadows, but you are right. We are free now. We can step out and see the sunlight again. I will come. I will stand.
An old halfling that you will see bears the marks of many beatings. Sort of looks to you, and without you, I would not be alive. And
We find strength together.
Reaches up to take your hand and lead you. But as Nika, as you look around, you will see that none of the companions you came here with alive or present here. As you sort of scour
put them in the cauldron of rebirth.
As you scour your mind, you do remember each one of them at one point being taken for consumption. Then you had no feelings for it, but now remember it more clearly. You will be led to the equipment cache, where unfortunately only the equipment for those people who are here is stored, not any of those other companions that were consumed. Their equipment was mysteriously divested of, so there is not a single thing left over for any other players. But you will find, Nika, everything from the potions you carried, which I believe I put in your inventory. That might be in your party inventory. There's a few potions at least. And to your weapons and such. And what does Nika wear when she has her actual equipment? Is she wearing armor, a robe, what sort of thing?
Yeah, so it's a kind of a leather, like scaly armor. It's got like a little lining around it. But the distinctive thing is it does have a very faint glow of red to it. It has a bit of a warmth. Like it's not like bright enough that like it would like, give any sort of light off, but it's kind of that like etched in glowingness to it that holds a bit of power for her. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it's fairly rough, kind of outdoorsy wear.
As you all see the groups sort of don their equipment, you will see them sort of almost naturally separate into different adventuring groups. It would seem that the adventurers were held differently to some of the others who may have come or been captured. Perhaps they were less useful. Or served less purpose, or maybe there was some sort of feeling of achievement or trophy collecting in the adventurers being kept. And it will not take you guys long to realize that there are 5 adventuring groups here and then a single orc. As Nika stands aside, the group sort of look to you and they give their thanks to you. One woman will step forward, and she is sort of this quite slight half-elf, but you can see she's got this sort of shining silver breastplate on. She's got a sort of a shield and a mace and whatever, and she I had this before I was captured here. We are all far too rested for our own good. Perhaps it might be appropriate to use this for you, this moment. And she takes forward a little tiny silver hourglass, and without your permission, she is just going to turn it. And you see this sort of like silver light come outwards as the hourglass shatters. You can all take a long rest.
Ah.
I'm sure you would have much rather. Oh, literally, it's mostly you guys.
Okay.
I'm sure you would have much rather taken this with you and gone for a nap in the Tower of Ishastar, but alas, alas, not.
Oh man.
So yeah, but after that, she will give you her thanks and bid you farewell. One of the other adventuring groups sort of approaches you, and a very sort of well-spoken golden dragonborn. It seems that we are in your debt. My name is Namros, and should you at some point visit Dargle Imvar, it would be my great pleasure to induct you into the Hall of Grand Adventurers, Gallania.
You see, Fenric's ear slightly twitch, as it's like his ears are flopped down, and as he says that, it twitches and twitches, and then stops. I just say, it would be an honor. Thank you.
When we came here, we fought mind flayers beyond count. And many adventurers defended them, and it was hard to preserve their lives whilst trying to defeat their masters. For our lives, we are truly grateful. It would seem that I have been divested of any material worth other than my armor and weapons. But should you seek me out in Dargle Imvar, I will be sure to reward you richly. Reward you richly. Wow, that's a really hard sentence. Reward you richly.
Where is that in proximity to us?
It's the capital. It's next to Boxxo's farm.
We're never going all the way back there.
What do you mean back? You've never been there.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
You will definitely at some point, go to Dargle Imvar. It is the capital of Gallania. Don't worry.
Okay.
But yeah.
These guard names written in stone.
Yes, Namros is his name. Namhros, for no reason other than I was obviously feeling exotic at the time. Every time I look at these spellings, I just sort of question myself and go, "What are you doing, idiot?" But yeah, with that, each of the adventure groups bid you all farewell. And you're sort of left listening to the wrong track.
Oh no.
That's the theme tune to Treasure Rats I just played. It's like school back.
Close enough.
Yeah. You guys are able to sort of see that this half-orc has been separate to everyone else. And I would bid you to find some reason to speak with her, and perhaps take her into your fold, maybe even.
Yeah, I'll head over.
Yeah, I know that this isn't necessarily the simplest and easiest thing.
No, it's alright. Yeah, I'll head over. Seeing her that she's by herself and everyone, she's last to pick for the team.
That's how that works. The others were adventuring groups before they came in. They didn't just.
And none of them are offering.
Leave. No.
I mean, it does have that imagery of the kid at gym class or something that just all the other teams have formed, and she's just kind of there like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll head over. Excuse me, miss.
Yes, Nika.
Nika, I'm Fenric of the Swift. And as he says that, his ear twitches again. I can't help but notice that you are without a adventuring group. Are you an adventurer?
I was for a time. It does appear that I am without friends or home or any plan of where I should go from here.
Are you a capable combatant?
Yes, I am able to burn out evil where I see it. What about yourself, young Harangon? Are you capable?
Well, not to brag in such dark times, but I was part of the team who saved you all. You see his ear twitch again, but they still stay floppy for now.
Indeed, you must be a mighty warrior. We thought that we could defeat the Mind Flayers, but we were no match for them. Turned a corner, there was a bright flash in my brain, and suddenly I was their thrall.
Yes, well, it seems that they could have happened to any one of us, but alas, fate was on our side. I don't know how to say this. I turn around and see the party kind of like around and arriving. We have just lost a very valuable member of our team, and whilst he is not replaceable, we do find ourselves missing something within our team, and I see that you no longer have a team. Whilst it's a delicate time, and I ask that when speaking to our team to be as gentle as you can, I would like to offer an invitation to join our group. We are goodly people who are just, well, some of us are heroes, some of us are trying to be heroes, but we do the right thing, and like you said, we burn evil away.
I appreciate your kind offer, Fenric the Swift. It is the way of things sometimes that in death and loss, sometimes something new is reborn. Sometimes the greatest tragedy can lead to something more beautiful in time. I am sorry for your loss. I have experienced my own that I am just now coming to process. For at the time it meant nothing to my enthralled brain. But if at all possible, I do not wish to stay here any longer. This place is cleared of its filth, and I need to get back to the surface.
Then I will lead you there. And yeah, I'll lead her. Still ahead of the group. Because obviously Fenric was the newest member, still wants to give them space and time and all of that stuff. So I'll lead her ahead of the group up to the surface.
Sorry, muted. Yeah, absolutely. It is a sort of very long journey through there, so I suppose it isn't long before the group would be sort of moving as a procession now of 5 plus the floating disc. I wonder whether seeing Fenric and Nico up ahead, with you, Pietro, Vel'zekiss, what sort of a response do you give to that? What sort of, do you speak with her at all? Do you assume that you're just escorting her? Like, what's the pitch?
Well, so Pietro is obviously focused on transporting Corrie's remains. And I think he also is sort of like half of his attention is on Toothy, who's obviously quite distraught. And so I think seeing Fenric walking ahead with this woman, Pietro might just turn his head back to Vel'zekiss, who is the most charismatic of our group.
True.
And I'll sort of just like look and
You.
give him like the figure out what's going on. You figure out what's going on here. Look, while I'm maybe just rubbing Toothy's back.
Yeah, Vel'zekiss kind of like, despite the rest, heaves a bit of a sigh. He's leaning ever harder on his big, chunky tail. If you recall, he got smarter and weaker in the middle of that fight. So he's even lamer than usual physically, but kind of like struggles with that sort of back and forth gait to sort of get ahead of you guys a little bit and sort of in between the two sets, and just says, I don't know, I guess the alliteration doesn't matter, right? But
Doesn't it?
So while you're thinking of that, Joe, I should mention that we did misread it, and it was a random ability score. Both ways. So in the next, and it can be removed by reverted by remove cast. So if you roll that card again, we will actually note that it is random. I totally didn't read it as random, so we can do that in future. But for now, yes, he is weaker but brighter.
Well, and I'm fine if you want to redo it too.
No, it's fine.
Hasn't really had any impact yet, so
it's okay.
Other than this, but I guess he'll sort of just call it and just say, Fenric, are you now the offerer to orcs, the rabbit recruiter? You suggesting this one joins us?
Yeah, I'll turn around. How good is your hearing? Yes, I offered Nika a place. She no longer has anyone, and we are now down a person. And so I thought it only made sense.
And I'll look at Nika, try to get her attention. Obviously, we're kind of walking behind, and just say, well, by the sounds of it, you survived when a bunch of others didn't. There must be some good reason for it. Must be. Then he's kind of staring off on his own again.
Nevertheless, if you find my presence distasteful, I will part with you and we reach an area that is safe to do so. I do not mean to impose upon you. If I am not welcome, I will leave.
Toothy strides up a bit faster as he was following the disc and catches eyes with Nika. He goes right up to her. Like, right up to her. And then points back at Corrie. He goes, "What beauty is there in this?"
There is not beauty in that. I apologize if my words were not well composed, as I have not spoken in a long time. Beauty may grow after loss, but the loss is always tragic.
I just turn away.
He just needs some time. But that's Toothy. Obviously, you've just spoken with Val. I think that's as warm as he can be. His blood runs a little cold, I believe. And that over there is Pietro. We have two wizards. And
You what?
Because Fenric, because they told Fenric that the tower, the tower was Vel, so and it's a wizard tower, so he thinks he's a wizard.
Oh, I see. You were calling Vel a wizard, right? Okay.
Yeah.
My brain just went, do you? I just assumed the mistake was mine.
Yeah, we have two wizards a paladin. I'm a rogue, if we want to use technical terms. And what are you?
I practice the druidic arts. I was raised in the desert, and my aunt taught me how to commune with nature and wield the flame.
I'm sure that will be invaluable going forward.
It is a terrible thing at times, but there are moments in life where you must burn away what is choking out the land and the people.
It's very poetic.
I appreciate it. I assume that you also have a title about being a poet.
No, poetry isn't really my thing.
Perhaps we can work on that.
As you guys progress through the mines, you will see signs that the Dwergar have departed. And in fact, you do very briefly catch a glimpse of one group sort of rushing through the mines, quite clearly just looting everything before they leave. Just grabbing up anything of value. I think you guys grabbed some psi crystals, right? At some point or other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. You will note that some of the sort of big heavy doors that were held shut have been opened in some way, but if at any point you came across any that weren't, they can be communicated with telepathically to open. So anyone can use a psi crystal to sort of tell them to open. You will see other people doing this, so we'll be able to replicate that feat. And finally, you will be able to emerge up towards the surface. Do I assume that you want to get to the surface before anything is done with Corrie?
I would say, yeah. I don't think we have any more business in this case.
There is, if you would excuse me, a slight irony to moving all the way above ground to then dig a hole. But yeah. You guys sort of emerge out into the darkness, actually, as it is approaching 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, sorry, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. There you go.
Oh, God. Is the moon still out?
Yeah, there is a pale moon up in the sky.
Oh, thank God.
But it is not bright.
No, that's fine.
Always in Gallania, the stars are incredibly clear to see. It never falls truly dark, nor particularly bright out here. It's very cold. You are in the desert. Or approaching the desert. I think you're on the edge of the swamplands in the desert.
You were saying we can see the stars pretty clearly this evening?
Very clearly. You can almost every night. There isn't a lot of spontaneous cloud cover in Gallania. It doesn't rain very often. It's quite a dry country, quite a clear country. So yeah, you'll be able to see the stars, which probably fairly appropriate.
I was gonna say, I think Pietro might like just sort of look down on Corrie and just sort of mutter to himself, "The skies are clear tonight, my friend." What do we do? And I'm more directing this towards Toothy and Fenric and Vel'zekiss, momentarily ignoring our new friend.
Well, do you know of any family he had that he'd want to be taken back to?
He was an orphan. We were his family.
Then what do you think is best?
No, he didn't have any family. But he could have one. I might want to do something that I'm not sure whether you would approve.
What do you want to do?
I can make the vessel. I've got my woodcarver's tools. we take him back where I'm from. We have a ceremony for adoption. He can be buried with my family.
By buried, you are talking about cremation and subsequent burial, are you?
Yeah.
Is that
So
what the woodcarver stores trying to get?
Yeah. So I would explain this. I would take a essentially a log from a tree, create like a vessel. In this case, is be pretty small because it's Corrie. I'd wrap it up in leather. That would be the vessel, and then we'd take it all the way to where I'm from. We'd have a ceremony where we burn it, and then we take the bones and the ashes and bury the bones in the ashes.
So go ahead.
I do not know the ways of your people, Tooth and Claw, but should you need assistance in the burning of the remains, I could help you here. I understand, though, if you wish to carry the body first.
I can't do the ceremony on my own.
This is not my tradition, but I think given the circumstance, it's what Corrie would have wanted.
It's certainly better than here. I think
Sorry, go ahead.
I think it's a good idea that whatever remains are left from it would be in a place that, is sort of guarded by allies of a sort. You would know where it is.
Can we
Does
still...
Nico looks... Oh, sorry. You go.
I was going to ask, can we still take him to the corroboree?
That was part of the reason why I wanted to bring him.
Then I accept.
Then does Nico look particularly strong?
She's well hench.
Just to intercede very slightly, you do know that certain things persist within the Tower of Vicious Star when it has collapsed. Should you wish to place Corrie in a room?
That was what I thought.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Preserve it for the time. Yeah.
In fact, I mean, I'm assuming that when you get out, that might be something that you erect fairly soon. You might perhaps speak with the servant about it.
He can have that.
But in general, no, Nika looks about average strength.
It's an 11 or a 9 or a 10.
I mean, it's a 13. It's a 13. Ooh, it's not the worst.
She is hench.
If that's average, then Vel'zekiss is just a walking finger.
He's probably got a pretty decent set of guns on him, man. Pietro's only got an 8.
Yeah, I've only got a 9.
With the exception of Toothy, who's wearing a belted chief, you are the strongest. Toothy is also stronger without it, of course, but yes. Yeah, I've put you guys on the regional map. It's that worked, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The corroboree is probably quite far northwest.
Yeah, it is.
Somewhere in this sort of area. There will be things to pass and places to go, but there is only one, well, unless you count the island, there is only one main town out in the Savage West. Everything else is sort of like collections of villages or huts, etc. And that is Tharoon, which is known as the town upon the oasis. Do you wish to make specifically for Tharoon, or do you wish to make directly for the corroboree?
Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Oh, I was just going to say, is it that way, the more direct way, that is going to take us more by the other thing we heard of, right? Where there's like the people who were hassled
That's up here.
or whatever,
It's
left
Elsewhither.
alone. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was thinking it was more where that weird tower was.
No, that's an Orcish stronghold.
Okay.
You did hear some people in Lausanne being harassed by the dragon, but the dragon itself is said to be in the Black Peaks, which is where Sithak is.
Okay.
I think then maybe hitting up Tharun and using that as a hub to decide,
And then go to the
you know,
corroboree.
like maybe like resupply if need
Yeah.
be on the journey.
It's only a 2-day journey to Tharun and then a subsequent 2-day journey to the corroboree, so it's not like you'd be delaying by weeks.
Let's just kill a bunch of stuff until I get a better teleportation spell.
Indeed, if only it were.
But we are in the tower currently. We're deciding to.
That's up to
pop
you
up.
if you want to
We-
wreck the tower.
We can. I mean, do we want to move away from the mines themselves a bit?
Oh, sorry, one big thing that you reminded me of, Joe. As you exit, you will notice that sort of strange purple foreboding mist has dissipated. And it is but a crack in the earth.
I don't mind if we want to travel relatively soon. I would like to spend some time in the tower, if that is possible. Well,
That's fine. I mean, I suppose if anyone-
is thinking.
Any of the stragglers leaving or anyone else shows up to see what has happened, I suppose it's good that they associate our tower with these excellent developments of freeing the mine. So, yeah. Plant the staff down and tower it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
cool.
Presto or something, I think.
It's tower. Yeah.
Press tower, that's it. I knew it was some sort of nonsense.
Press
What we-
tower. Yeah.
There it is.
On the way in, I think Pietro would probably at this point for the first time address Nika and sort of just look at her on his way up or into the doors or whatever and say, "Join us."
With that, she will nod and follow behind you and not question why there's a giant tower here now and what is going on with this.
Yes, or indeed a
Best
grassy
not to
hill or
question
any of that.
such things. Yeah.
But yeah, as you enter in, you will hear a voice call out that you would recognize to be the servants. I'm sorry that one of your companions has fallen. There is procedure should you wish to speak with me. And he will be in the basement if you want to speak.
I'll if no one else wants to, I will.
Let's
I'm
handle
happy
it
to.
sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
The two of you head down?
Yeah.
Yes, the servant sort of stands at his central. So there's this stone, like hexagonal plinth with a ball in the center that he uses to coordinate and create rooms. And he will say, "Sorry for your loss." He says it with absolutely no emotional inflection at all. In the past, users of the tower have used the tower for rituals pertaining to death. There is a procedure for preserving the body until the time that is ready. There is also one for disposal.
They seem to have developed other ideas about the ultimate disposal.
Do you
We
wish
intend to
use of,
preserve him.
you wish use of the preservation chamber?
How much will it cost us?
This is not.
Did we find any money down there?
Not much, no. He will go on to explain, but not in his voice because, frankly, I'm not sure how to say it. That there are rooms you can purchase, such as the parlor, etc., that would preserve food and vegetables, etc., and everything realistically is just one interdimensional, spacey, wacy, timey-wimey thing. So he could effectively be put in the place where the vegetables would be put when the tower is collapsed, so as to keep the body preserved. So he will offer for you to do that. And basically, you will see like where he places his hand on the tower, a small section of the room. He's in the basement, just sort of slides outwards, and a staircase goes down. And you will find in there these sort of stone. They look like chest freezers, but they're made of stone, but without a lid. And then you'll notice that like the air in them is different temperatures, like hot, cold, etc. And there are empty ones, one of which has a sort of series of like blankets and stuff going to the bottom that is clearly for the purpose you're looking for.
Wait, we have to buy bedrooms, so can't use these as beds?
No, you cannot come down here and sleep in the preservation death chamber just for free.
I will lay Toothy down in the. Sorry, Toothy, Corrie.
Okay,
Oh my
Toothy.
goodness, what's happened to Toothy? It's all happening so quickly.
Foreshadowing. And he will then look to Vel'zekiss and say, "A new person arrived with you. Should they have free access to the chamber as to the tower as others?"
It looks that way.
You will inform me if anything changes.
Of course.
How many bedrooms do we have right now? 3, is it?
I thought it was two, I think. Vel'zekiss and
parts
Pietro
by a
have them.
bedroom.
Small bedrooms. Oh, and a parlor. That's what you got.
And a parlor.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's where the rest
you
of
guys
us-
aren't too poor to buy bedrooms. Like, I don't know where this logic is coming from. I think
They're expensive now.
How much money is in the group loot?
800?
800.
800. How much
Our
is a room?
bedroom's like 300.
We're
No.
trying to save up for that armor that Toothy wants.
Yeah, that's true. I think they're 50, Josh. There might be 100.
I think they're
100. Yeah.
100's too rich for my blood.
Very well.
But as we come back up, if we do come back up,
And conglomerate somewhere, probably in the parlor.
yeah. But before speaking any further with Nika, I want to look for that little fox that was running around. Is it present? Is it amongst us?
I will
Yeah,
say,
so
if you
it-
want it to be somewhat present at all times, and then like sort of a little version of, and then manifested when you do the wild shapey thing, that is absolutely fine.
Then yeah, it would sort of kind of like pop in and out. I would like think of like it's, you know, there's always like sort of like an ephemeral like movement around her of like if you're like sort of like looking around her ankles, there'll be like little bursts of light that kind of like move in and out of existence. But as she kind of settles into the parlor, it'll like kind of pop up on her lap and like kind of nestle in sort of thing.
Can Pietro discern if this thing comes from like the elemental plane of fire? Or if it's a manifestation of Nika's power?
Yeah, absolutely. I would think you could work that out pretty simply.
Which is it?
That it is,
And the answer is...
I personally thought it was obvious. My bad. Yes, you can work out very quickly that it's a manifestation of Nika's power.
Leaving us on suspense there.
I've updated this to have the prices in it now.
Ah, wonderful.
Yes, it's Nika's power. Or is that? Yeah, you can then do something with that or not, should you wish. But it's there.
I'm gonna head up to the roof.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yes, we'll come to you in a moment. The rest of you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll hold my hand out to Nika. Pietro di Rocco.
A pleasure. It is just Nika these days.
Well, just Nika. I'm sorry we weren't able to meet under kinder circumstance.
I do believe it is harder to find any worse circumstances than the ones we met in.
You have also lost.
Many over the years, but yes, recently, friends of mine who I traveled with.
Well, if I know my friend who lays down there, he would have accepted you. And so
That
I will
says a
offer
lot
the
about
same.
your friend. I am not one that is easily accepted.
He was a good man. Better than the rest of us.
I am sorry for your loss, Pietro.
I thank you. And I will just probably make for my room.
Yeah, I imagine that maybe over the course of the evening, a couple of sort of tales of Corrie probably shared between, not necessarily with Nika, but specifically with the companions that have been present, at moments. But Fenric, and you called you Boxxo there. Fenric, pond the roof.
Don't do that. Yeah, I'm gonna sit up on my usual perch on one of the four things. We're probably the
Elevations,
one the most close to wherever the fuck the moon is in the sky.
Yeah, you're up here watching the moon up.
Mhm. Yeah, I take out my book and I quickly write in the new page Alderbrain Lacerator. But whilst I would usually spend this time to then sketch out the creatures that I have bested, I'm gonna turn to the very back of the book. I'm gonna take a deep sigh and look up to the moon, and I'll say, "Hi, Gasilia. It's me, Fenric. We've not spoken before, but I know your son. He's been really cool to talk to. But I think that I've hit that thing about moving from one aspect to another. So I think if I remember my teachings correctly, you're next. We lost someone today. I've not really known him very long, or any of the others, but I know that you teach us to cherish life and all the bounty it brings, and I just kind of want to talk to you a little bit about my time with him and all of the heartfelt and joyful moments I had. And as he begins talking to Gaiselia about his time with Corrie and just kind of appreciating like some of the cooler things, like the combats that they shared and stuff, but even the small things of looking up at the same sky together and sleeping under the same roof as everyone, and those kind of small precious moments, he begins sketching in the last page of his book. And by the time he finishes talking to Gaiselia, he has sketched this. And above it, he writes Corrie's name.
I'm going to do 100, Josh.
Okay. Power death. Ooh, 93.
Yeah, you feel a sort of warm embrace, as if where the moonlight touches your skin, there's a slight warmth. You don't hear anything, but you sort of feel a sense of welcoming, a sense of warmth. It almost feels like the sort of embrace of a mother. comforted, assured voices.
Yeah, and then after that, I'll begin talking to Gaiselia about our new ally and the hopes he has for the future, and just kind of like thinking back to his teaching of this aspect and what she represents. He's trying his best to kind of keep what he's saying in alignment with that, because before he started with the aspect of Kwana, so I had only really spoken to him, and so it's a bit of a learning curve for him to redirect his thoughts in a different way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And as the sun sort of begins to rise up over the Tower of Ishastar, and the group of you sort of rest a little bit, find your bearings, etc., we will take a short break. Hello, and welcome back to the second half of Elsewhither, Tales of the Unchained. As we left off, the party was sort of finding their place for a rest, night sleep, etc. Nika, during the night, where you will inevitably, eventually, get some sleep. You dream quite vividly of being unable to make any decisions, control your own body, but still aware of what's going on. A couple of times you'll sort of sit up in the night and remember that you're free. But in your dreams you turn to that place. How that'll affect you going forwards, but moment it certainly feels very fresh in the mind. It's probably 1:30 in the afternoon, when finally you're all sort of up and about and set, and long rested, etc. I think I stole everybody's exhaustion cards. You should all be exhaustion free. Yeah, all set and ready to progress. When you conglomerate in the parlor, discuss your plans. What are your plans?
How far is the journey to your home, Toothy? And I will sort of project a map with the cartographic earring as well as I can for him to sort of...
2 days if you got that directly.
Well, I've never been this far out this way, but I think it'd be about 2 days.
You would know, guys, all of you would know, that even progressing diagonally across it, now that you're officially in the Savage West, you can cross the whole Savage West in about 3.5, 4 days, in any direction. It's not that big a land in this, now that you're in these areas.
And we're on foot, right?
Yeah, we
left
sent the cart back
You don't have a
somewhere.
wagon, that's for sure. Yeah, you don't have.
Yeah.
You sent the wagon to Eileen, to look after in Mataba.
Is there anywhere on the way we can resupply? Is that even a thing out here?
Before I ventured to Mazrea, I didn't even step outside sort of my area that felt safe, so I really know.
And Nico will speak up. If you forgive me, there is always the rune. We could find all manner of things there if we needed them.
You would know that also that you could trade at any of the other villages if they are present, and even some of the nomadic lands, but you will need to have something they want. Gold won't cut it. Obviously you guys might have things like food or magical items, etc., that could be a benefit to them, Tharoon will take gold.
Then I say perhaps we stop through Tharoon.
Yeville's not on the map. I don't know how I forgot to put it on the map. Oh, it's Yeville is on the map. It's here. It's just not labeled. It's one of the orcish. So this is an actual orc stronghold, and this is a half orc homeland. So, labeled versions. Do you guys want to head to Tharoon then?
It's a long journey ahead of us. I tried to make pies, and then I bring out like the bread that I've just dug out with my hands and shoved food in.
Do we have a kitchen?
From Corrie's.
No.
He had his own magical
He
kitchen.
had his own kitchen.
Yeah. But there is just, doesn't it just give us stuff? I can't remember. Tower.
I mean, certainly we have some sort of fireplace in this parlor that can cook.
Yeah,
Make bread?
He's just. Well, no, we had bread. You had bread that was already baked.
Oh, okay.
that you were traveling with. So he's just like gouged the bread out and then pushed food into it. Yeah, no, you do not have a kitchen.
Thank you, Tuzi. Maybe we'll save this for lunch.
Okay.
Does anyone have a pie left?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take mine out of my bag.
I'll also pull mine out.
I'm sorry, it's not as good as Corey's.
Don't need to replace him, Toothy.
No.
Alright, well then, let us be off. Can't stand around holding our pies in our hands all day. I'll put my pie in my bag.
As you guys begin to travel, you will note that the lands you're in right now, it seems like they've had almost no foot traffic at all. There's no sort of beaten paths or anything really of that sort. There is only sort of harsh trail.
As we're walking, I think Pietro might warm up a little to our new friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, tell me about yourself, Nika.
There is not much to tell. I am from further west of here, in Yervil. Grew up on a farm there. But it has been many years since I have been back. Do not consider it a home anymore.
And your power? From where do you draw it?
My aunt was a bit of a druid, more of a wise woman, you might say. She taught me what she could and then sent me on my way to seek out a circle. From there I learned how the fire can cleanse a land and allow it to regrow anew. It was there that I met my friends and we traveled, for my teachers had grown tired of me. I do believe they wished to send me on my way.
Were you and your friends, your party, all druids? Of the same circle?
No, they were passing through and got themselves in a bit of trouble, and we stepped in to help them. I think the story they came up with was I need to go along with them to make it safe for them to get back to the east. But I do believe they were moving me along the way to lessen their headaches.
And obviously we've taken you in our adventuring group. What are your goals in life?
Tell me about your hopes and aspirations.
Yeah. Like, what do you want to get out of adventuring? Maybe is a better way of asking.
I did not seek the adventure, but it appears that is what I am suited for. When I was amongst the people of the East, I struggled. It is a choking way that they live. They are all piled up upon each other, and the lesser folk are exploited for the richer. I hate that. I wish people would learn a more simple life. I know that my way is not for everyone, but I wish to see less people chained.
Interesting. I think you'll. I pat her on the back. I think you'll fit in just fine. For we are the breaker of chains.
No dragons have been mothered as yet, but there is a black dragon that you are headed towards. However, let's find out exactly how well you fit in, Nico. As you are traveling along the path, you're now in this sort of like land with sort of large rocks and outcroppings of plants and such. And as you guys are sort of quite casually wandering through, you just hear this sort of noise, and this creature is going to leap off of a rock towards you. I think you guys are on the map and it works. Please confirm, Mark, that you have vision.
Yep.
Oh, go me. Also, if you right-click your token, there's a multi-sided option.
Cool. And then choose side. Got it.
Yeah, that should help you. Pietro, you appear to have 0 hit points. Are you in the character builder?
I was looking at
Okay, that's fine. As long as you're in the character builder, but I know why it's broken. Anyway, Toothy and Nika, you will both immediately recognize this creature as the Quillsock. You would know a few things about them, but I will take a nature check from each of you, please, to see if you know any more.
$17.
14.
Second. 17 and 14, both similar scores. So you'd both know that Quillsocks tend to hunt in small packs. You would know that they are often creatures that attack through magical darkness. So it's a little surprising they're attacking in the middle of the day. They must be very hungry. They have a poisonous breath, and their quills themselves can be sort of sprayed at you. It's not a poison breath, it's just a spray of the quill, sorry, and then they bite you with poison, is what I was trying to say. Yeah, they try and sort of jump down on predators that they perceive to be weaker than they. So either you guys don't look as tough as you think you do, or these guys are a little desperate.
I think we know which one it is.
Either way, you know that they're very aggressive, they are hunters, and you may roll initiative. Oh lord, I just rolled well.
Oh, yikes.
Okay.
Ooh. Hooty.
Sorry, that sounded a lot more dramatic than I was going for.
His eyes are so full of tears he can't see the enemy.
So I've got Toothy at the bottom with a 3. I've got Pietro at the top with a 20, Nika 17, and Vel 7. Do any of you want to swap?
Toothy, you want to go faster?
Yeah, I'm also happy to give Toothy my spot if he wants to go as soon as possible.
Yeah, right.
Let's do that. Toothy Grieving will still notice these creatures. And you would know that there must be more than one of them about.
Because they come They'll come in a pack. We need to split up. They're poisonous. I just run up. And you can hear like the... Just exhausted from being... You know what I mean? Like, from being like just so emotional. I go up and I almost like sluggishly bring my hammer around and go to attack it.
Yep. Go ahead, roll a hit.
25 to hit though.
25 hits.
Well, the worst possible damage. 7 bludgeoning, 1 radiant for 8.
Okay, I need you to make a dex save, please.
Yep. $16.
Yeah. You swing down, are able to get between the spines. Second attack?
Yep. Yeah, it's another 25.
Nice. Take another dex save, please. And roll to hit. Give me damage.
Yeah.
What is going on with this music? It really is
Damage
rubbish,
is-
isn't it?
Oh yeah.
13 all up. And then-
Nice. Another dex save, please.
Yeah, dex save is 18.
Let's go to the Thunderdome. Yeah. Cool. That's a success. You don't take any extra damage. Any bonus action from you, Toothy?
No,
Cool.
I'm good.
Leaping down from this rock over here, this Kozak is going to come towards you all and unleash a spray. There'll be a second. It's probably going to go from here. Why is it not doing cones? Yeah, that'll do. All 4 of you, please. A Constitution saving throw as you are struck by multiple quills.
What are these back-to-back nat ones?
Oh, I don't know why it's rolled
Remember
7. So.
that you've Joe, that Val's got the +4.
Cool.
So every one of you will take 4 piercing damage. And then Constitution saving throws. What did you get, Nika?
13.
That's fail. Fenric?
Nat 1.
Fail. Pietro?
12 for a fail.
Fail. And Vel'zekiss?
25.
Cool. So
la
apart
di
from
da.
Vel'zekiss, the 4 of you will take an additional 12 poison damage.
Oh my
Ooh, I'm
goodness.
Cool. And then...
Well, that was con, right?
yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna use my owl armor to just pass.
Okay. So you'll just take the 4 piercing, and then it's going to step up to Nika and to Fenric. Fenric, it will claw at you, and it will bite at Nika. Fenric, that's a 13 to hit you. Nika, that's a nat 20.
Yes. Oh no.
As you do.
Welcome to the party. Yeah. So Nika, that will be. Oh look, I've also almost rolled max damage. So you'll take 15 piercing, 20 poison damage.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Nika, you're up.
Reaction.
Uh-huh.
Enemy ending its turn within 5 feet of me. I will move up to half my movement speed without provoking opportunity.
Okay.
So
Where?
5, 10, 15. Up here.
Acid, not poison. I was like, wait, I could do something to that. I can't absorb the element of poison.
No, you cannot.
Okay. Did you say it was me?
Yeah, it is you. Oh,
Cool.
Yeah, you can't have the initiative tracker yet. Sorry.
That's fine. All right. So she'll call out, all right, pup, it's time for this. And she will call out her wildfire spirit, which
Aw.
is that little
Why did that
ghosty
not
thing
work?
there.
Give me a second. Oh, have I also forgot to switch us to roll 20? I have. Characters, tokens, wildfire spirit. Why that hasn't worked? Let me try it again. It's under character additionals, yeah?
Yes.
God, I can't cannot get the music to not be shit. How much hit points does it come down with?
45.
It's insane.
Oh.
That should now work, Mark.
Cool. I just did a refresh, so. Burp. There he is. So then everything within 10 feet of it needs to do a dex save, DC 16.
That is a
That
14
include-
plus 4, so that is a 18.
Cool. I don't think it takes anything on a save. I think it's only if it fails, so.
Yep, correct.
Cool. So the little pup will come in here, and then I will use my bonus action to call it over. And just say, if you wouldn't mind, the two of you, I think we might prefer to be standing somewhere else. And it will do a little teleport on us.
Where are you going?
So I'm going to, we can move up to 15 feet. So I would say that we would probably pop over to the other side of Toothy as possible.
Like that? 15 feet left?
Yep.
Cool.
And then it will do another dex save. The Quizak B.
Yep. So is that your action to summon the wildfire, or to
Action to summon it, bonus action to instruct it to teleport us.
18?
And it saves. Cool. All right. That's it for me.
Okay. Leaping down from on high to Fenric is another Quillzock.
You've got to be kidding me.
There you go. You've got an initiative tracker now, isn't that nice? And it's going to bite at you. With advantage because you would not see it was not seen, which has given it a grand total of 9. Then it's going to claw at you for a nat 20. Which will deal you 21 piercing damage. And that's that guy. Toothy. That's a 15 to hit you.
No.
20 to hit you.
Yes.
Okay. 9 piercing damage. Oh, look at this positioning. You guys are great, aren't you? There you go.
Nice.
Thanks. All of you make a dex save, please. Sorry, con save.
Yep.
Con save, please. Con save.
I'm excited there with that deck save.
Yeah, I need to roll a 1d6.
Plus 4 to everyone's
Yep.
save.
So every one of you will take 2 piercing damage.
I'm gonna.
No, they won't. That's minus
Minus 4, so 0.
Nice.
And then... Sorry, there was an... I'm gonna tie to chaos, I assume.
Yeah, exactly. But
Cool. You're all well clear of a 14, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
with Toothy.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So no poison damage taken. Fenric the Swift, your moment has come.
Yeah, is this a tree or just a plant?
It's a plant.
Okay.
The leaves of these plants come quite high. They're sort of 4 foot tall, so they probably come up to your waist, maybe your chest, Fenric.
But not high enough to be out of range from these creatures attacking.
You wouldn't be able
right?
to climb up them because they're bushes. So if you stood, you would just go straight through to the bottom.
All right.
But you could hide behind them.
What could I stand on, like the?
So that's what I mean. There's no main stump.
Stem?
It's just stems of plants coming outwards. They're bushy, but
Or
they're
what
not
about
strong.
the main one?
They're not strong enough to stand in at all.
Okay, fine. Then I will just a bonus action, a hoppity hop hop, 15 feet, which doesn't provoke opportunity attack.
Yep.
So 5, 10, 15. Was that too far? No. And then I will take aim at the Quillzock A with my bow.
Go ahead, roll ahead.
That's 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's this. Oh, that's awful damage. I'm gonna reroll one of. I'm gonna reroll the D8. That's better.
Yep.
So that is 22 damage altogether, I think.
How much of it's piercing?
All of it apart from one.
Okay.
One
Creature's
radiant
resistant to
damage.
piercing.
Ah.
So it'll be 11.
Yep.
Okay. Vel'zekiss?
Oh, I'm also gonna go over here now.
Okay.
I will bonus action activate innate sorcery. Why not?
Okay.
I just can never. Where is the stupid drop down for this? There, gotta click on it, and then it's there. Okay, and then I will walk over beside this guy, Quilzock A.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will. Do I have language for this? I think I do. Whatever. I'm going to. Ah, yes, Katak Bijali Ki Savari. And I will ride the lightning straight across A and C.
Yep. Go ahead, give me a wild magic surge. I want to make
Yes.
those dex saves.
This will put me like on that rock thing. Anyway. Yes. Wild magic surge. I click it over here. Right? Oh, there it is.
Okay. Just tell me how much damage it is.
Is that this one, I guess?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's 48 then, because
Okay.
it's 8d6 lightning.
So it will be 24 to one of them and 0 to the other, I'm afraid.
Wow.
Well,
So
Things happen.
Quilzock A is severely wounded. Quilzock C is untouched as it sort of like hunkers down. The spikes go out, and you'll see the lightning just sort of quiver through the spines, and they all sort of shock a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be bothered by the damage. Any bonus action from you, Vel'zekiss? Any movement?
The bonus action was innate sorcery, so and I'll just use whatever remaining movement to just kind of go down behind the rocky thing for whatever little.
Yeah,
that
you
might
can.
come up.
You can get. It'll be half cover basically, so +4 on the class. Pietro.
We.
It's your turn.
Yes. So first, I'm going to use a bonus action to attempt to pull Quilzock C into this space next to Tiny. I'll need a strength saving throw, please.
10.
That is a fail. After which I am going to throw a Magnify Gravity down on top of these two. I think I should catch both of them, yeah.
17 and 14.
17 saves, 14 fails,
Okay.
and one of them will take no damage, obviously.
Yep.
the
The other one will
other-
take half.
We'll take half of...
It
Ooh,
is
very
B
nice.
that failed.
Okay, 18.
Yep. So 9 force damage, and you're pulling him one square in, are you? And having him rooted, or whatever it is,
the-
like slowed.
He's one that failed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like him to go into this slot there, actually, if that's
Okay, yeah.
possible.
Yep. And then
Cool.
he's slowed.
And he is slowed, correct. C has not been hit. It avoided
It's been hit by Ride the Lightning and Magnify Gravity, and it's taken 0 damage.
0 damage. Right, that's what I meant.
A max damage Ride the Lightning at that. Yeah, brutal.
Tiny is unfortunately just gonna have to tank
He's
these
chilling.
guys.
I don't think they know that there's a floating mining pick that's actually relevant until it
Fair
hits them first.
And then
Look crazy.
Pietro will himself fly up about 30 feet.
Okay. We'll give you the 30.
I'll do it. I'll do
I've done
it.
this already.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, cool. Tooth and Claw.
gonna melancholically attack the one next to me. That's another 25.
What's with you on
Oh
the
my
25s? Make a dex save and do some damage.
That's 13 damage again.
Yeah.
And the dex
180.
save is 17.
17 success. Did you say 13?
13 damage all up.
Sick.
Yeah.
Xaxes, it's dead.
Alright. I think I'm gonna turn around and waltz or stroll in a, you know what I mean? Sort of like in a nonchalant, I hate everything right now. And as I turn around and begin to walk, I just whiff. Yeah, like, well, I don't whiff. I don't want to whiff.
That's terrible.
But like,
Yeah, I know what you
I
mean.
just
Just sort of.
swing my hammer
Yeah.
over and attack B
Yep.
from just a little bit afar. It's only a 12 to hit.
Double miss.
+2 from flanking.
I do whiff.
No, he's not flanking.
Oh,
He's
you
throwing
threw
it
it
from a
through.
distance, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
No.
You manifested that, really, didn't you?
I did.
Cool. Anything else?
No, that is all.
Cool. That brings us to Kozok B. How slow is it, Rico?
Half speed.
Ah, okay. Right. I mean, I can literally get to Vel'zekiss in that case. Yeah. It sort of launched itself up in the air. The quills sort of spread out as it, and it's going to fly over to you. Zoop. 80-foot flying
Did
speed.
you say it flew over?
Oh yeah, they fly.
What the?
Yeah,
That's terrifying, isn't it? No, they don't look like they fly, do they? So that they have these little tiny wings coming out on the side.
Oh yeah.
But they sort of there is definitely something magical to their movement, because as they fly, their quills sort of they all go very close to their body and then wave out and back. You know, a bit like how a jellyfish will project itself through water.
Sure.
It's a bit like that, but through the air. They've got 80 feet of flying speed, which is absolutely
God.
terrifying when you think about it. Also terrifying is what they're going to do to Vel'zekiss. Never mind, that's a 9. And that's a 19.
That I will shield.
Nice. Nika, you are up.
Cool. So I am gonna look at the one that flew over at Vel'zekiss and do Scorching Ray on it.
You okay? Go ahead. Make me
Setting.
3 attack rolls.
All of them to hit.
Yep, you get extra damage from your wildfire spirit on this.
On one roll for the cast.
Right. Okay.
So the first one will get an extra D8. So 26
That's a
and
shame.
19.
I was hoping all
and then
3 of them would have a D8. That'd be really cool. 26 and 19 hit. Obviously, an F1 does not.
Cool. And then, so 9 on the first one with an extra D8 for a whopping extra 1. And then the second one is 11.
Cool. Big damage.
And then bonus action, we will have the spirit take its attack, which is going to send
Just
out a little
hurls
flame
little
seed.
flame ball. Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
That's-
Which again is just my spell attack. So
What's the range on it?
that's a good question.
120 feet.
Sorry, I got it.
5. Could very much change things.
60 feet.
60. Yeah. So you can hit both creatures without moving.
Cool. So we'll stick shooting at B there.
Yep.
And I'll do spell attack. Does it just roll from there? No, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. There it goes.
Yeah. 23
For
hits.
23 to hit. For D6. For 5 damage.
Okay. Cool. Anything? Creatures wounded. Anything else?
No, that's it for me.
Cool. That brings us to Kozok C. Yeah. So Kozok C will take a step up and then spray the 3 of you. Oh wait, can I hit the wildfire sprite as well? Does the wildfire sprite take damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not from this, it doesn't. Nika, Toothy, and Pietro make a Constitution save, please.
Can it get me 30 foot up with the same speed?
No, sorry, just Toothy and Nika. It's 5 piercing damage to both of you, which is reduced to 1. Is that correct, Jack?
Yeah, reduced
So you
to
take
1.
1 piercing damage each, Nika and Toothy. And then Constitution saving throw. What do we get?
I got a 12.
That's a fail.
22.
Takes 17 poison damage, Toothy.
I'm resistant because of my chroma.
All right, you'll take 4 then, dickhead. that's with your reduction. So it'd be 8 is half, and then -4 for 4. Make you take none. And then it's hit Toothy before, and it didn't really achieve much, so it is going to step around. Oh, maybe it's not. It's just gonna. No, I'm gonna stay there. That's it. Ooh, Toothy, you can make an opportunity attack. It's gonna go for Pietro.
And Tiny also make an opportunity.
Ooh.
That guy doesn't have enough of a brain for that.
Oh, I got a nat 1. I'm too
Sick.
sad.
So he's going to go for you in mid-air, Mr. Pietro. Which I think is a really cool battle. 21 to hit.
I will shield.
You can shield a 21. Damn, I rolled really good damage too. How about a 22?
That is my AC.
Yeah, get wrecked. That's 13 piercing damage. You can tell how less worried I am about this fight. I was all on your side, your guys' side for the Mind Flare. Not anymore. We're back to normal, James. Fenric, you're up.
I'll fire off an arrow at Kulzuk B.
Yeah.
I will steady aim because I'm not.
You can also
very
bonus action
well.
hide if you want. Up to you.
I could, but I won't.
Steady aim it is.
That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Wonderful. I'm gonna re-roll one of those d6s. Great, I rolled the same thing. So that is 32 damage altogether, 2 of that being radiant.
Hold on, 32. So it's 30 piercing damage, half to 15, plus 2 radiant. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, creature severely wounded. Anything else?
That's me.
Oh, that was your bonus action. You can't move because of steady aim. Yep, cool. Vel'zekiss.
I'm going to start by moving away from this guy.
Okay.
You let me know if anything happens.
Will bite you.
Okay.
An 11.
Oh, you missed. I'm never going to get a chance to use this damn ring. There's only 4 charges on it. I'm just trying to use it up at the end of the campaign. But anyway, I will kind of just... 10, 15, 20. I'll just come over here.
Is that the ring you
then
got from that crystal cave? The guy with helping the guy in the crystal cave. Ring of misdirection?
Yeah, it's just misdirection.
Yeah, he gave you it in exchange for helping him with his crystal excavation.
Well, that guy's already pretty beat, but I'm just going to dump things, I think. Well, no, I'll do a little less here. I'm going
Feel
to...
free, 5th level spell slot.
Well, I don't... Well, actually, I think from a charge or something. But anyway, I'm going to quicken... you'll be quicken Chaos Bolt, right?
You do what you like.
Because it theoretically can hit more than one person. But anyway, I'm sorry, twin. But I was not going to twin it now. 'Cause he's more hit.
Yes, you can twin Chaos Bolt. Yes, you can quicken any spell you like. You can twin
Right.
Chaos Bolt because it's initially a single attack roll.
Sure. But I guess in the end, that I noticed the severely wounded thing, so I'm not going to bother. But I will just try to hit that one. With the quickened, merely not quickened and twinned. Second level Chaos Bolt. So. I don't think it's going to... Oh, it doesn't even give me a little... Oh, there it is. It's not going to automatically advantage it, but it's innate sorcery, so I'm doing it. Oh! That would be a 19 or a 20 for a 29 natural 20, if you like that.
Nice. Nice. Roll me your d20 for the Wild Magic Surge first, and then give me the damage, provided it doesn't do anything to it.
It's a middle number, so nothing really happens there.
Yep.
And then so the regular. Oh, it did it. Fuck. What does it go? It should just be. Oh, it's doubled because I rolled a crit. Sorry, I'm looking at the button going. Why is it 48?
I think you've right.
The normal one.
Right click and just do normal one, I think.
Well, I can just click the first level one because it doesn't make any difference. Only the D6 adds, and it doesn't. Put that in there, so it's giving me a lightning or fire. Obviously, I know it's for whatever reason that the lightning was not, but I'm going to choose fire for fun.
Yep.
And there's
So that is
Another D6.
24 fire damage. And then 20 more. 24, 44 fire damage.
Oh,
Crunchy crits, I
shit.
think, right?
Seems
It's-
probably right.
Yeah, but it's a 2d8 plus a 2d6, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
Yep, exactly. So 44, yeah, that is more than enough to obliterate this guy's existence.
I
No
assume
bouncing.
I assume the max rolls do not count as being the same die
No,
roll.
no, indeed. Well, that's a bit of a shame, though. Yeah, if you want to roll me a 2d8, Joe, just a straight 2d8, and see if you can get a 5 or a 3 on it.
Okay, sure.
Mostly because the person it's going to bounce to is likely you, which I think will feel quite funny.
Oof. 3.
If you wanted to... What's the bouncing rolls?
The bouncing rolls. Oh, right, within the space of it, isn't it? Fuck. You're right.
I don't know how big it is. Like, is it 15
Yeah.
feet? Is it 30? That'll be nice.
I think it's 30.
It's only one creature in 30 feet, Phil.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really remember that.
No, it's all good.
I have a problem. We're in another game I'm playing with the new version of Chromatic Orb, which also bounces, and I cannot keep the fucking bouncing rules straight in my head between the two different spells. But anyway, yeah, it'll just hit me. I guess.
So it's going to bounce you, and we'll just do you 6 fire damage because we're feeling generous today. But yeah, you sort of see this second. If it hits you, you can roll to hit yourself. And if it hits you, you can take 6 fire damage. Because we'll keep it simple, but I like the idea of the wild magic. You threw such a powerful firebolt that a little bit of it reflected off the scales and came straight back at you, and you went, whoa.
It's just everything I roll is an advantage right now, so it will hit.
Yeah, take 6 fire damage as it comes back. Too hot to handle. You did quick on that. What do you want to do with your action? That creature is very dead. I just keep trying to measure it instead of kill it.
Well, I was going to assume I was going to have to twin this one, but I won't. I'll just disembodied touch. So it almost looks like I'm putting my one hand through the bracelet of the other side, and it comes over to appear on Coolsock C for a perfectly normal type of situation, but still advantage. Why can I not click that right? There we go. Ta-da! So 26 to hit.
26 hits.
For 11 necrotic damage.
Cool. Anything else?
It seems like enough.
It did 11. That is for sure. But it is the first time.
I mean, it
it's
seems like
taken.
that's enough for my turn.
Oh yeah, definitely. Pietro, you're up.
I'm going to cast Telekinetic Slam on Quilzoxy in front of me. I'll ask him for a strength saving throw.
Nat 20 for 24.
Damn this guy.
Uh,
Well, he'll at least take half of 7 force damage. I was
Okay.
hoping to knock him prone and have him plummet to the earth.
Yeah.
Bonus action. Give me another strength saving throw. I'm gonna
23.
try to fucking push you away from me. Alrighty then.
I rolled it when you said the word bonus action. Yeah, which means Tiny's not getting involved. You done?
No, well, I mean, Tiny couldn't have reached him anyway. He's a little too far. I think I'm still gonna just try to move.
Cool,
fly
I love
away
that.
from him.
Yeah, he is
And
going
next
to take a
PC.
swing. Oh, I got that one. Okay.
Beautiful.
He's staying up 30 feet in the air?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Nika, you're up. No, Toothy, you're up, sorry. The creature's 30 feet up in the air.
I'm just gonna go here, but I'm gonna say I'm underneath him, and I'm just.
Chuck.
Yeah, what's the range on the hammer? Is it
30
20,
feet.
60? Oh, it's 30. Okay. Cool. Yeah, go ahead, roll
Wait,
it.
wait, no. Sorry, that's the light.
I think it resembles the light hammer.
Let me read it. It just says can thrown, and the sheds a bright light in 30. And it doesn't.
So
It doesn't say it's right.
it's the same. Yeah, I've got a note here, but I don't know why it doesn't show it. It's the same range as a light hammer for throwing.
Yeah.
So whatever that is.
Alright.
I think you've got a light hammer
Right.
specifically for that reason, right? So that we know and can measure it.
Oh,
I do
clever.
not have a light hammer. I can- Look it up real quick.
Yeah, I think Lighthammer's 2060, but
Yeah, I think it is.
Light hammer. 2060.
yeah, so it'd be disadvantage.
20. Alright. Damn. Huh?
It'll be a disadvantage then.
Yeah, no, damn.
At least because it comes back, you get 2 attempts.
That's true.
Go ahead, roll ahead.
Let's see. Nah, that one.
Sick.
Alright, second attack.
Yeah, that'll hit.
19.
Yeah. this
That'll
sort of-
hit.
It
Alright.
scrunches itself up to block off the first hit, and the second one just sort of knocks it in the air. It's like hits it way harder. Yeah,
Beautiful.
so that's some damage.
I think I'm getting angry as this fight is going on, so I think I'm gonna smite on this one.
Yeah, so you should.
I'm getting pissed off. Get my free
Yeah, he has been a bit of a jerk, to be fair.
first level smite. Yeah, I know. My free first level smite.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that?
14 bludgeoning, 4 radiant. Plus smite,
Yeah.
2d8.
Oh, that's pitiful damage.
Another
3
3.
radiant on
Love
top.
that. Creature's wounded. Anything else from you, Tiffy?
And, I think actually I'm gonna look at Nika. I'm gonna see that like she's sort of breathing heavily. I'm just gonna pump like 15 lay on hands, I think.
And Nika is a reaction. If you wish to move up to half your movement speed, you may.
Uh,
I don't know where
Yeah,
you go,
I will.
but you can.
slide down this way.
Okay,
Cool.
cool. Nika, it's your turn.
Cool. Bonus action, I'm going to command the pup to fly. So we'll go 5, 10, 15. And then it's going to
15
go
foot up?
15 up in the air. Yep, exactly. Which should put it in decent range of the Quilzak.
It's 15
And then
feet away.
it's-
Yep.
Yep. It's going to send a thorny whip to it.
Sick.
For a 27 to hit.
27 hits. Creature will be pulled 10 foot downwards.
Yep. And towards the pup. To hopefully pull it into line of sight for my friend Fenric. For 14 piercing damage, which it is
Half to 7.
resistant to.
Yep.
And then... So, okay, with the bonus action command, it was moving it to it. Does it still get to do an attack since I used the bonus action?
The suspense is killing me.
It moves freely. You can command it to use Flame Seed or Fiery Teleportation.
Cool. So it will do its flame seed towards it then.
Yeah. And obviously it's your action to...
16 to hit.
Yeah. Where does it say that you can fire your cantrip from it?
It is under the enhanced bond.
Thank
I can
you.
ping that for
I
you.
got it.
Go.
Cool.
Cool. So then
16
damage.
hits. Yep.
16 hits. Perfect.
Side quest complete. Cast discovered. 4 damage.
Plus proficiency. Yeah, so 4. Yep.
Okay, cool.
That's it for me.
Pietro, come here and give me a cuddle. Oh no, not Nika. There you go. Creature's going to come up to you and it's going to try and grapple you. Pietro.
Sure.
Make me an athletics check.
Athletics. Oh no.
This is +3, whatever I roll. I don't know why it won't let me roll the other thing. You need a 21.
Oh, no chance.
Okay, you take 12 piercing damage from its spines as it cuddles you. And then it is going to try and drive you into the ground. Well, it is going to drive you into the ground, so you will take, it's ours are D8s, right? Falling damage? That is a thing, I think.
Is it D8s or D6s? Probably D8s.
Traditional rules are D6s. I think we changed them to D8s once. Let me just check. No, we didn't change the full damage yet. I've always said it should be changed because I think D6s are stupid. But yeah, you will take 12 bludgeoning damage as you hit the deck as he pulls you down.
-4.
-4 when you land in Toothy's aura. It's quite ridiculous, isn't it? He does not recharge, sadly, but he is going to try and eat your face on the way down. But an 11 will not hit. Fenric, you're up.
And I'm down on the ground now.
Yeah, you're on the ground. As is the creature who sort of just basically wraps you with its quills and then just drags you into the ground. Ridiculously strong, these creatures. Fenric, what doest thou?
Yep. Come out here, and I will take aim.
Cool.
For a 23 to hit.
Oh, 23 hits.
Oh my god, just rolling fucking awful damage. I'm gonna reroll one of those D6s. There we go. So that is 27 altogether, 3 of that being radiant. So 24.
24, half to 12, plus 3 radiant. Creature severely wounded. Anything else from you?
We'll go back over here.
And it falls to Vel'zekiss.
Oh.
Creature
no,
severely
I can't
wounded.
do-
Very hurt.
Okay. Well, let's try to kill it with something then. What? Like what? What would you like to die with?
Fireball?
Yes. Yeah, I don't have fireball. I have
That's looking great
much
in this
harder to
situation if
use.
you ask me.
explosion. No, I will just start. But oh no, if I quicken. All right, I'm just gonna regular disembodied touch him to begin with.
Cool. Yep. Go ahead. Roll ahead. AC 16.
23.
That hits.
So there's 16 necrotic.
Oh, yeah, that's 11 more damage than you needed. Please describe its grisly demise.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's been hard to get through all its little quills and things, right? So it's almost like my hand appears over and kind of almost has to like wiggle its way like thing. You know what I mean? Like climbing down among the quills to get purchase on its actual throat there and just squeeze until it
Choke it out
up.
and slam it down. Cool. You guys can take. It's not much. Don't get too excited.
1800.
100.
380
Aww.
experience points. And yeah, as you stand victorious upon the battlefield, I believe that is where we will come to the timeless tradition of MVPs. You guys will be able to continue on and do the healing and all that sort of stuff next week. But yeah, we'll come to MVPs. I'm going to start. I really enjoyed, Josh, your moment up on the tower, moving through the aspects. So the 4 aspects of the moon are Glycedia, Quan, and the other 2. The mother, the father, the crone, and the child. And moving from the child, Quan, which is who you were previously with, to Glycedia, I felt was really, it came earlier, as you said to me earlier on. It came earlier than expected, but I think it was really appropriate in this moment. But just the whole way you approached it, like, you were very much in character as Fenric, quite casual, quite, quite relaxed and brief with his communication style, and yet communicating things that were obviously a little raw, a little painful, and perhaps we began to see a chink in Fenric's very confident armor, and I really enjoyed that moment. I thought it was quite special. I do have a couple of others, but I will save them in case somebody else does not grab them, and we will come to Jack.
It's probably the little moments that, like, as we were sort of like the progression of like, what do we do with Corey's body? And then it was like, and then like no one was there because we're so focused on that to introduce Mark's new character. Like we would like, that's like, and that's what I was like. I knew it would be that impactful. Like we're not moving on. Like we're not moving on yet. You know what I mean? Like, and we can't. Like it's like Corey's death is just that impactful.
Absolutely.
And like, so that was, and then just one of like, I always like when Joe gets the please just describe his grisly demise type stuff, because I think Joe, you do the best sort of like descriptions of of that stuff.
Yeah, I like the little hand. Josh.
Yeah, I really like seeing everyone's characters dealing with the loss of Corrie. I think it was really interesting, very insightful. I'm curious how that develops as we go forward, especially when we get to the whole funeral and how that unfolds and like officially saying goodbye in that sense. I'm really looking forward to that. I also really like the way we were introduced to Mark's new character. I think she's really cool, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what else Mark's brings with her. Yeah.
Joe.
And maybe it seems almost too obvious or something, or maybe the whole plan was obvious to everyone else and I just didn't think of it. But just Jack's suggestion to take him to his people, like, I mean, I hadn't had any idea what we should do. I hadn't really given it thought, nor in the moment could I come up with anything, because I don't know enough about where Corrie comes from and whether that matters, right? Because what little we do know is there's no like fixedness to his right.
He
where
was
he's
always
from.
a traveler. Yeah.
Right, and then like. On my side, it's like I don't have any, like Vel'zekiss doesn't have any idea or care about that. So like, how am I going to contribute to this? And then Jack just had the most perfect. Not only it gives us a place to go next. It's everything. So it's just excellent idea.
Really like that moment. Mark.
Mine goes to you, and it like had me tearing up a little bit. Was describing Corey's music, like playing out to everybody and like actually being like audible. Of just like, oh man, that just like really hit me.
Oh, good. But my full session prep was throwing 3 Quillzock on a battle map and writing that moment. So what can I say? Yeah, I appreciate it. Rico.
Yeah, I think basically echoing what everyone has said. I think that the way in which everyone handled just sort of that first half of session, even up to beating Nika and adapting her, I think it was very poignant and, as Josh said, very telling everyone's reactions to the whole situation. And then again, a big kudos to Jack for thinking of the idea of bringing him back. I knew for sure that as Pietro, I'd wanted Corrie to see the corroboree for sure. And so when Jack said, I want to bring him back to my home, I was like, oh, perfect. Like just awesome. And then
the way I'd phrased it in my MVP was Corrie finally gets to the corroboree. And I agree with you. I think it was really touching. Sorry, carry on.
And then just another minor one was Rabbit Recruiter. Crack me up.
Someone's got to do it.
He's doing things too. That's the thing he is.
I know he is. It doesn't quite work, but it was still hilarious nonetheless.
I thought it was really cute. I also think kudos to Josh in that moment for knowing that perhaps it was less raw for Fenric,
exactly.
and therefore he took on that role. I tried to give a couple of references from the other freed adventurers to Nika to commend her to your side, but realistically, it was never going to be an easy progression, and in some ways, it wouldn't have made much sense to take on another person at this moment in time, right? I understand that. I think sometimes it's important to bend the reality of the role play to encompass the joy of playing as a group. I think if we were going totally real, we would have gone, Mark, go away, we'll see you in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then brought you in 4 weeks later, and then, but that's no fun. So I'm really glad that we were able to.
Also, the fact that she lost her own party, and I don't know that I don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
There was
for
a
maybe
symmetry.
Vel'zekiss, that any of us would have wanted her to be alone or to leave alone. So it sort of made sense.
Joe just catching strays. Maybe Vel'zekiss would.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah, he's an asshole, but the rest of us would have been perfectly nice. Yeah, no, I think it's very true. I just one little one that I really liked was the floating disc. It was really cute, but also made me laugh because you were willing to do it, but you'd had a long rest, so you weren't willing to spend a spell slot on it. Which proper cracked me up. You're like, if we've got 10 minutes, I'll do it, but otherwise someone can carry him.
I don't know. We had to fight a Duragar, some Duragar on the way out or something.
Yeah. I'm not expending my first level spell slot on it. I just thought it was really funny at the time. Cool. With that, that is where we're going to end. So if you guys like to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And it's just for me to tell you that there will be no session next week as we will be taking a 1 week break, but we will see you the week after. We shall see you soon.